how to deal with emotional pain. Welcome to this video. You're going to learn a highly specific method for relieving yourself of emotional pain. So whether that pain has been built up over time and you've been carrying on to something, or in the last, more present, more right now in the last couple of weeks, whether you want to let something go, this is going to help you. So here you are, and this thought cloud represents what goes on in your mind. Fundamentally, there are three main things that go on. There's inner dialogue, like you can hear the sound of your own voice in your own mind. And if you're saying, what voice is he talking about? That's the voice that I'm talking about in your mind. So there's inner dialogue. There's images. If I say, imagine in your mind, close your eyes and imagine a pink elephant with a pink trunk and a pink body and pink legs in a jungle, you can imagine that image in your mind. Thirdly, and lastly, there are emotions, and this is what we're working with. Now, there are actually over 6,000 words to explain what we're feeling at any given time. These are the things that we sense when we get a feeling about something. And they're sort of ambiguous. It's less, would you agree that it's less concrete than a sound that you can hear or an image that you can see in your mind? An emotion is not something that you can see or hear, but it's there and it's very significant. So I want to tell an important story before we get into this. A while back, there was this movie, I, Robot, with Will Smith, and Will Smith plays this Chicago detective who's investigating the apparent suicide of a scientist. And the scientist invented this certain line of robots because it's in the future and robots exist, and they get people's groceries and they babysit and whatever things that humans want to delegate, robots do at this time. So Will Smith, as he's rummaging around the scientist's office, he finds this little device, it emits a holograph, and you can see on the right-hand side, it's a holograph of the scientist. And because the holograph is a computer program, when Will asks the scientist questions, the responses are limited. The scientist says something like, my responses are limited, and you have to ask the right question. So after asking a bunch of fairly general questions, he finally asks one very specific question to which the robot responds, or the scientist responds, that detective is the right question. So sometimes in life, we're looking for the answer, but more importantly, what question are we asking to find that answer? When you say, let's just look at emotions like a sack of potatoes. When you say how to deal with emotional pain, what is that actually saying? It's kind of like attempting to push around the sack of potatoes with you. It's managing them, and that's good. That's a good strategy, emotional management. And there's something more effective that we'd like to share with you. You've heard the saying, change your language, change your life. Well, it's true. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this how to deal with emotional pain, which is language, and we're just going to switch it around. We're going to now look for how to improve emotional pleasure. So really get this right now and say this in your own mind right now. I'm looking to improve my emotional pleasure. How to improve emotional pleasure. Doesn't that feel better? Isn't that something that you want to find? You don't want to deal with emotional pain like you're dealing with some kicking, screaming child in a grocery store. You want to learn how to improve your emotional pleasure. And I know it's simple. It's very simple. But instead of pushing around the sack of potatoes, you're looking to clear, dissolve, resolve, or solve the emotion. You're looking to have it fundamentally change so that it no longer has this painful grasp on you, this hurtful, embarrassing grasp that it just keeps on happening. So just change that language. And that, detective, is the right question. So that's an example of inner dialogue we've switched from how to deal with emotional pain, from that to how to improve emotional pleasure. Now, due to time restrictions, we can't go into the other side. We do have a free course at howtofeelgood.com. I think in the description you can click on the link, go there, or just type this in your URL, howtofeelgood.com with a number 2. And right there, you're going to have a full course. It explains a 4-step system that will enable you to dissolve, resolve, and solve those emotions, being able to clear them at more of a core level, more fundamentally. This is one tip that you've got in this video, but there's like, I don't even know, there's at least 10 just solid information. There's a PDF download, an audio download, and it's a full course, 4 days, 15-minute videos with downloads there. So hopefully this has been helpful. Please like, comment, and share this video. This helps us not only help more people because it makes the information more available to them, but it gives us really quality information for ourselves to be able to improve the next video. Want to thank you. Hope that you got something from this. And while it's still fresh in your mind, go get your free happiness e-course right now. And we will see you on the other side. Take care.